She's on the moon, waiting for her one and only true love.
It's just a silly myth.
It's not a silly myth. It's real. Right, Papa?
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
How are you guys doing?
Good.
Hi, Diandra.
Hello. Hi, Glenn. How are you doing?
We're good.
Good, how are you?
Congratulations on your latest movie. I watched it a few days ago and I really enjoyed it. Just wanted to ask you, what was your first impression when you read the script?
I got to see the drawings and hear the songs. So when I later got to see the script, I was just so excited to be in it. And I was just thrilled to play both the auntie and Gretch, the chicken in space. And so it was really, for me, it was really fun. And I couldn't wait to do it.
I think that these characters are just so smart and full of love, and I also think that right now the world needs to see people connect in the way that these characters specifically do.
Working with Glen Keane, who is a genius, we find a way to kind of harness my comedy yet really make it full of heart, and not just kind of not make it jokey. It's tougher than it looks. One of my favorite experiences I've ever had.
I was just so excited about a story about a young Chinese girl. It's the first time that I get to play a specifically written Chinese character and to be in an all Asian cast. And I think that was what sort of drew me in the most, was where they ended up on their journeys.
It was your first time directing. How was your experience?
I just had the most fun I've ever had on any movie. I think it was because, for one thing, I love animation. I love characters that believe the impossible is possible. Feifei is kind of the ultimate character that way. I guess what really made this a success was the team of people around me. Great team of Asian actors, actresses. As many female Asian animators as we could get on this film, we did.
I did it! Jen! Grandpa's diapers! It's a long flight. Ew.
Two of you, no strangers to singing, so just wanted to ask, do you have a warm-up routine?
Totally.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds silly to non-singers. I'll be off in the corner doing lip trills, going and making crazy sounds. It helps me later on to just feel free. My voice is warm enough that I feel free to just, it feels like I'm talking.
I also felt like I had to warm up my body as Chang'e because she's so larger than life that I found myself being like, oh, I should have done a couple stretches today. No, I was just like in the booth and had my headphones in and I'm like in a box that's this big. There's a lot going on there and it was very fun to explore.
The cast was singing your praises just now when I was talking to them, so what was it like working with them?
Phillipa Soo is like a goddess. When we were designing Chang'e, I just kept thinking of Philippa's expressions in her face and this wicked little smile and expression she would get. But then there was also this vulnerability that she could communicate. And it was so important because we were turning Chang'e upside down and creating a nuclear version of Katy Perry and Lady Gaga. But how could we get her back again? Working with Cathy Ang, she feels like Feifei. When I first met her, I realized that she had this sparkle in her eyes, this faith in the way she could sing. You believed in her.
Just one last question. Do you have an all-time favorite Asian dish?
Oh, wow.
Asian dish?
Oh
My gosh.
I like tteokbokki. Any kind of rice cake. I'm down with the rice cake.
My grandma always made cold noodles, like sesame noodles for us when we would come visit, and I was in heaven.
What are they called, those little pork dumplings? The soft, oh gosh, what are they called? I forget the names. All I knew is that these were soft and they had like a hot gravy or sauce in them, and that you could bite them and then you suck that out, and it's so wonderful, and there's like a pork inside.
I have a special affinity for sinigang. It's a tamarind soup. It's a Filipino tamarind soup. I like to have it with pork belly, Ooh.
Okay.
That'll get you.
I'm of Korean descent. I loved bibimbap, like dosa bibimbap, which is just a stone, like stone in a stone pot. That's just always, I've loved it ever since I was a kid, and you know, anytime I can eat that, I will.
We're running out of time.
Besties forever, forever. Chicka, chicka. Hi, I'm Gobi.
Rad, I'm Chen.
Double rad. I wonder if I'll run into anyone else.